what you just said.
I said there is no indigenous land or people group or tribe on what we now call the continent of Africa that indigenously or natively spoke Hebrew or Greek. That means for Christianity or Judaism to come to the people of that area, it had to come from somewhere else. Do you understand that?
So you saying the Bible was written in Greek?
The New Testament.
You're gonna have to, listen, you're gonna have to lock in. You're gonna have to lock in and track the conversation.
And for it to reach the people in Africa, it had to come from somewhere else.
Right, because
Africa is where the Bible even started at.
You're not listening. Hold up, Breeze. You're not listening. Nowhere on the continent of Africa is the language Hebrew or Greek indigenous, which means it would have come from somewhere else. The Old Testament is written in Hebrew. The New Testament is written in Greek. Those are not languages native to Africa. Therefore, we could not have been the originators of the Bible or the Torah because it wasn't written in our language.
So tell me the national language for Africa or whatever. Tell me the exact language.
There's several, brother.
Tell me the one language for Africa.
that's the wrong question. That's the wrong. That's the wrong question.
Because you're saying it has to come from somewhere else.
Shut up and hold on. Everybody hold. Hey, hold the.
It's not just one language in Africa. Hey,
Stop talking.
You better stop with all that extra stuff you doing. I don't care about none of that.
You the fucking dumbass that needs education, not me, nigga. I'm trying to help you.
Saying dumb stuff. It's not what.
Samaj, all you gotta do is take this slow walk and have this conversation. If there's stuff that you disagree with, that's fine, but let's talk through it. Because you're trying to speed past the information that you need to grasp in order to have the conversation. So if you want to have the conversation, just slow down and let's have the conversation. What I'm telling you is, it's not about whether the continent of Africa had a universal language. The point is, there were people there who had their own tribes, their own languages, their own customs, spirituality, religion, whatever you want to call it. In order for them to embrace what you now believe in, that had to be brought to them. And not only was it brought to them, it was forced on them. And that's the point of this conversation. And we can go back and start with where that happened, what time frame that happened in, and explain it to you. But every time we give you a piece of information, you want to speed past that and start talking about something else. And if that's the case, we can't really have a conversation. That's all I'm saying. Now come off mute and let us know if you want to have the conversation or not.
So, first off, I ain't even put myself on mute. I think God did.
Right, you were muted for talking over people.
But so I'm gonna address what you just said. So how was it forced upon somebody when it started?
Now we're having a conversation. Number one, it did not start in Africa. You're talking about a book that has stories about people in places that are not Africa. If it started in Africa, why would the entire story be talking about people and events that happen in other places in Africa?
In other places in Africa. Why would it talk about people doing stuff in other places in Africa?
No, I said other than Africa.
Man, listen, brother.
Why would it talk about?
Hey, listen. Lock in for a minute. The Bible was not written in Africa or about African people. They're talking about
a place in Africa. I said it started.
What started in Africa?
Everything that's in the Bible from Genesis. When you start in Genesis, that starts in Africa.
No, it didn't. It's time for you to go.
So where is it at?
It's time for you to go because you ain't.
So where is it at? Where is the Tigris and the Euphrates River at?
Not in Africa, brother.
Where is it at? Let me know.
Do you know what the Levant is?
Where is the Tigris and the Euphrates River at?
I'm trying to explain it to you. Do you know what the Levant is?
No, can you just answer my question straightforward?
The Levant is where this book takes place. So if you go and find out what the Levant is, then you would find out where the story takes place. Then you would find out who the people it's talking about and all of these things that supposedly occurred. But until you do that, this conversation can't really happen because you're just saying things that are just objectively false.
I'm saying things that's coming straight out the Bible.
Show me in the Bible where it says anything in Africa took place.
Yeah, it said the Garden of Eden was in between the Tigris and the Euphrates River.
Okay. Can you do that?
Hold on, wait, Brick. Do you have another device with you anywhere? You have a computer?
Same thing.
Do you have a computer with you? Or another phone?
I got the Bible.
No. I need you to, because you're asking us where the Tigris and the Euphrates. I need you to look it up and see it for yourself. Because you ain't going to believe us if we tell you. So just look it up for yourself. Go on Teacup right quick on your phone. Google where is the Tigris and the Euphrates River, and then come back and tell me where they tell you where it's at.
I Googled this before.
Go ahead. Google it again right now.
I Googled this before.
Okay, and where did they say you it was at?
It's in Africa.
I'm gonna skip ahead for you because I know it's easy. I'm gonna tell you where it is. It's Syria and Iraq is where that is. You're not Syrian. You're not Iraqi.
Oh, my thirst is messing up. I was trying to tell you, I just asked my 9-year-old where it was, and he said, oh, it's in our...
I know I'm not Iraqi.
Right. So when you read a story about some stuff that happened where in Iraq, how do you then say it's in Africa?
What do you mean, bro? That's in Africa.
I'm done. I tried.
It's West Asia, bro.
I'm going straight
West
off the
Asia.
Bible.
West
I'm
Asia.
going off other stuff. I'm going straight off the Bible.
The
West
Bible
Asia.
does not tell you that the Euphrates is in Africa. Stop saying that.
I'm going straight off the Bible, gang.
The Bible does not tell you that the Euphrates is in Africa. Stop saying that.
Let's try to. Muhammad, you're not coming back because you don't know how to fucking comprehend words. Fucking Quran tells you Muhammad said he's the first Muslim. You talking about his Adam. How old are you, person? Are you up on purpose? Gomez, are you up here on purpose?
I don't know if y'all was listening, but you said, do you have a second device? And he said, I have the Bible.
Listen, when I asked him, he started flipping the pages. Ahmad Hakeem, how old are you?
I'm 78. Am I too old?
You might sneeze hard and get up out of here. No, you good. Are you a Christian?
No, but you probably put me out. You'll probably put me out like you did. Because I heard you.
Are you a Christian, a Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite?
No, I'm Muslim.
Okay, are you black?
I'm Muslim. Yes, I'm black.
You know about the Arab slave trade, right?
Yeah, I know about the Arab slave trade.
Where they targeted black people for their slave trade, and they castrated our boys because they didn't want us procreating with our women.
Well, yes, I know about the Arab trade, but I know that most people
using the doctrine of takfir, people who converted to Islam and the Arabs, they declared people not real Muslims using the doctrine of takfir. So even though black people were converted to Islam to circumvent enslavement, they still made loopholes to enslave us otherwise.
Well, that's why I said you'll probably put me off like
No. How do you feel about what I just said? Because what I just said is a fact, and so now you have to stand. What I just said is a fact, and now you have to stand on that.
So you're not going to let me talk at all, right?
Yeah, respond to what I just said.
What I'm trying to say?
Go ahead.
Okay, because the reason I said that you'll probably put me off is because you put two other people off already that that actually spoke facts.
What did they say that were facts?
Wrong.
What did
You
they
think the
say?
last guy was speaking facts?
Yes, when he said it was in Africa, he was telling the truth. But if you the only way that you'll know is you have to look and see where the Euphrates, where the tectonic plate is. It's on the African tectonic plate. All of that is Africa. You see, but they're not telling you that. But you're going off of what you read in
Who
some
told
books.
you that?
Well, look it up. What tectonic plate is
Who told you to look it up
the
there?
Nile River on? They say that Egypt is in Arabia.
Okay, hold on for a minute.
Egypt is Africa.
Slow down. You are a Muslim, right?
Yes, absolutely. I just told you that.
Islam was brought to black people through conquest. WAR.
No.
Yes.
I know you're gonna put me off when I try.
I'm not gonna put you off.
Oh, okay. I don't know, but you're not.
Where does Islam come from? Where does it come from?
Well, that's the last person the first person you put out. He said Adam was a Muslim. He was telling the truth. No, but you didn't give him a chance to explain it, did you?
Nigga, we just read the Quran and it says Muhammad was the first Muslim. Is the Quran lying?
The Quran never said that Muhammad was the first Muslim. The Quran wait, please.
No,
the Quran
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm gonna mute you for a minute so I can explain it. The Sathium just read it, and it literally says Muhammad is the first Muslim. That's what the Quran said. And we're not going to read it again because if you were here, he read it clearly. And he kept going and read other verses. Fucking clown. You know what?
Why did you mute me? Just put me off if you don't want me to talk.
It's like you want to get kicked off. Why you keep saying that?
No, because I'm telling you that.
How do you feel about pedophilia? How do you feel about that?
I can't stand it.
Yeah, Muhammad married a 6-year-old.
Okay,
and he consummated the marriage at 9.
Okay, and Mary, the mother of Jesus, was 12 years old.
Fuck Christians too. Fuck the Christians too. They like pedophilia too. They're literally voting in favor of it. They're voting for in the United States. They're literally voting in favor of child marriages based on religious beliefs. We know that we not talking about them right now. Fuck them too. But you're a Muslim, so let's talk about you.
But that's what I'm talking about, brother. You gotta understand this.
I'm not a Christian.
That was the custom in those days. That was the custom.
Man, get your old ass down.
That does not make it okay. That's a 6-year-old.
You're
That was
78.
crazy as hell.
You about to kick the bucket and you still standing on that. It's crazy. Reform, nigga. Also, it's 2 of y'all up here. Who going? Oh, my bad.
Hold on 1 second. Also, the Euphrates River is not on the African tectonic plate. He made that shit up. It crosses several plates, and Africa is not one of them.
Man, listen. Y'all up.
How you determine the fucking length?
All right, it's 2 of y'all. Rock, paper, scissors. It's a little thing you can press. You can play rock, paper, scissors on your thing. Who going first? Go ahead. Which one of y'all going first?
Yeah, she can go first.
Every time somebody say that, they always jump in and cut the other person off. This person not up on purpose. It's your time to shine. How old are you?
23.
Christian, Muslim, Hebrew, Israelite, or something else?
No, atheist.
What do you want?
Yeah, I say black people should not be Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew.
You said who?
Black people should not be Hebrew, Christian, or Muslim.
Exactly, right.
There isn't one original religion in Africa before Christianity.
We agree. We agree.
Okay. Yeah, have a good day.
Yeah, thank you. Are you a Christian, Muslim, or Hebrew Israelite? Are you a Christian, a Muslim, a Hebrew Israelite, or something else? Kingdom?
I identify as my ethnicity in Israelite base.
Turn the Bluetooth on.
But I don't identify.
Turn the Bluetooth off.
My Bluetooth is not on.
Take the headphones off.
I have no headphones in. It might be echoing because of the room I'm in. Give me a second.
Yeah, but I mean, you about to get fried anyway, so that don't matter.
Said Israelite by ethnicity. This gonna be fun.
Yeah, y'all tap the fucking screen in. Hello, Pharaoh.
I heard me being discussed earlier. I'm like, Pharaoh, what did I do this time? I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Hey, Hunji.
As always.
Hey, Breezy.
Yeah. Fix your mic, man. We waiting.
Okay, the lady was talking, so I ain't say nothing.
It still got. I don't know what that is. What type of phone is this?
Try to drop request back there.
Yeah, drop down and come back.
Y'all drop down.
Jesus. iPhone.
Probably gonna have to completely close the app and come back.
Yeah, y'all gotta update your app too. There's a new update out for this shit apparently. So update your phone. How old are you? Person at the top, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Christian, Muslim, Hebrew Israelite.
I mean, I really just came to ask you, so say you atheist, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, boom. Let's just say I'm Christian. So, boom, I'm Christian now.
Are you though?
I was raised Christian.
What are you
I believe in
now?
God. I'm not just out here jumping up and
What
down.
are you now?
I just said I'm Christian.
Okay. So let's just say you're a Christian. Say I am a Christian. I'm a follower of
I mean, with the argument I was coming with was it didn't really matter whether I was Christian, Muslim, Hebrew. I don't even really get that whole Hebrew Israelite stuff.
It does
How
matter.
can it not matter if that's the conversation we had?
That's crazy.
If you shut the fuck up, nigga, I can understand. I can explain what the fuck I mean.
There it is.
Yeah, now you shut the fuck up.
Man, listen, man.
That was probably the quickest crash out I've heard.
Hey, get it out your system, please.
TY off and just let it be cool.
Yeah. But you're unloved. No one's holding you at night, and it shows. It's crazy. I feel bad for you niggas.
You know how many times? Hold on.
We didn't even introduce you.
Have you ever died before?
Who are you?
Oh, you don't remember me?
No,
You can call me Busy Bit.
no. Why are you up here fumbling and jumping? Sit
You
still.
let me up. What are you talking about, dog?
It's not.
Like, you good? How long you want to be up here? You got about 3 seconds.
Ew.
Answer the question, or
You're not even black.
that's the problem. Don't
You're not
talk
even
like
black. You're not black, brother.
And he muted me.
Are you black?
It ain't about that.
Oh, yes it is.
I'm me. I'm Busy B.
Absolutely.
Like, why is it?
It's about being black.
Goodbye, white man. Comments.
Yeah, it's about being black, sir. Sorry. We pro-black over here. Anything that has led to the destruction or the compromise of our mental and physical state, we're against it. How old are you? You're not up on purpose. Get your phone out your pocket, nigga. How old are you? Felipe? Felipe? How old are you?
75.
You're a Christian, a Muslim, a Hebrew Israelite.
Christian.
Yeah, black people shouldn't be Christian.
What?
Black people should not be Christian.
Why?
Yeah. Do you think people should practice religions used to subjugate them? Yes or no?
No, but listen, sir, I'm a black guy too. We are living here because these people are the religion that we are looking at. Before that there was a God. If they are not careful, you will not know God.
He said it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. He said he don't.
One, reading a tab.
All right. They're looking for people to play. I'm not looking for people to play. I'm looking to have real conversation. It's a joke with him. And if you watch it, you can see that. So I'm going to go on live on TikTok. And I'm going to see if I can get some real conversation. So that's how we're going to do that. Because I'm looking for real conversation. Truly I am. Join us on YouTube. And we're also on TikTok at the present time. Join us on YouTube. Join us on TikTok. Join us on Facebook. But join us. Share our live. That is if you like truth. That is if you like real talk. You know, if you like real talk, then I would say this is the place to be. You know, this is the place to find God. Let me get things right here for you all, so y'all can see what's going on. Because right now I got y'all in the black. Didn't really mean to do that, but I forgot about this camera. I can't use my other phone. I need that one to stay free. So I'm going to try to see if I can do this a different way here. Get y'all involved in what's going on. I don't know what I did with it, but I do know why I have it. Let's see. I got, this is my desk, my work area, so let's see if I can set this up a better way. So you can respond to this. I think that might work. I just have to bring this down a little bit so you can see it. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining us. We haven't started yet. The reason I started this, for the simple fact that, number one, I'm going to be quite honest with you. It's because of the foolishness that I hear people talk about. The things I hear them speak of. It's like we all want to fantasize. I think fantasy is over. I truly do. I think fantasy is over. Now here's a brother. He's a he's a young brother. He truly don't know. You have to forgive him because he don't know what to do. But he's on TikTok. He's playing with people. He's not letting people speak. He's trying to get people to say what he wants them to say. Otherwise, they're not speaking. But yet he got up a topic like he really want to have a conversation. Now, it's not that I don't agree with his topic. His topic was Jesus, Buddha, Muslim. All these mean nothing. And You don't need to be following them. I agree with that 100%. But that don't mean that I don't believe in God. I do believe in God. But I believe God is us. I don't believe in a God outside of us. I truly don't. There is no God outside of us. And I don't care what you read, it tells you that. I don't know where people get this other God. That's a made up God that was given to me and it was given to us. And I admit that many of us walk in the darkness of it. We believe it. A lot of us have, or at one time or another, some of us have never believed it, and grateful. But even to those who never believed it, they never believed in a God, period. They never believed in a supreme being. They believed in themselves. And I'm going to argue with you on that, because God is within. We are God's. But to say that you believe in yourself leaves a question, because what is it that self-believe in? You still haven't told nobody, I believe in me. Okay, so what is that? What is you? We don't think. We hear people, but we don't think to question what they're saying. Let me raise up my chair. I'm tall, so I want to raise up my chair a little bit. So I want y'all to think. I want y'all to come up on my platform. I want y'all to tell me if you believe in God. Is there a God? And what is this God? What is this God? It's God you. It's God me. It's God us. Are we God? And if we are God, if we are the Creator, then look at what we have created. Look at it. Look at what we have created as gods. I read somewhere that God looked at everything he had created, and when he looked at it, he said, it is good. But then I also read where it said that out of everything that God had made, God was upset that he had made man. That man was a disappointment to him. Because he created man to be in his image and his likeness, and man seemed to want to be in his own image and his own likeness, and everything that man wanted to be was opposite of what God was, and therefore everything man wanted to be brought destruction. It brought death instead of life. So I'm talking about two different gods. I'm talking about a God of I guess you could say light, and a God of what you would call darkness. Darkness is what you would call evil. Evil is what you would call that hurts another being, or even oneself. That's evil. If I do things to hurt myself, that's evil. Because the body, along with the spirit definitely don't belong to me. No. I got the Spirit from the same place you got your Spirit. Now, what part of the Spirit did I get? I got the good Spirit. I got that Holy Spirit. That righteous Spirit. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I haven't done wrong. I'm not saying that I've always been the way I am. I'm just saying that I was chosen even before I was born, because if I hadn't been chosen, I wouldn't be here today. But I was chosen for a reason, and that reason was so that I could show God's glory to man. And I learned from God that the only way to show God's glory was to become God. And the only way to become God was to seek God and find out what God was like. In order for me to find out what God was like, I really had to walk with God and talk with God and spend time with God. And it was a process of becoming one with God. If I had chose not to spend time with God, I couldn't say I could be one with God, because I really wouldn't know God. It's like you have friends, as you would call it, people that you know, or acquaintance with, should I say. But you really don't know them because you haven't spent time with them. You know of them. You know a little bit about them, but you don't know them, that inner them, because you haven't spent time. See, that's like a husband and a wife. They know each other. They know things about each other that you don't know. You understand what I'm saying? And if you know things that they don't know about each other, then that's something to be questioned, because they're supposed to be one. So if they're one, that means they know one another. They're not just one in a word. They're one in mind. If you're not striving to be one with your mate, you can call a wife, you can call a spouse, a friend, whoever you're laying with, because that's who you're married to. That's who you spiritually married to. That's who you, and if you're not, then you're an adulterer. You're a fornicator. That's all it is to it. Because marriage just means commitment. So you should have made some sort of commitment, not just to the female God, because you shouldn't lie to God. Not just to the female God, but you should have made a commitment to yourself before you lay with that woman. The commitment should have been that I'm going to lay with her because this is the one I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. This is the one I'm going to become one with. This is the one I'm going to lay my life down so that she can have life. This is the one that I'm going to water. This is the garden I'm going to water. If you wasn't thinking like that, then you shouldn't even been laying with her, because you didn't just sin against yourself and her. You sinned against many others because you caused her to defile herself. Because when that woman got with you, she didn't get with you to become a harlot. She got with you because she was looking for love. She got with you because she felt like you was that love that she was looking for. And you know, one of the things you say is, well, she should have been looking for love in herself. Because you can't have nobody love you until you learn to love yourself. Ain't that what they say? Isn't that what they say? You know that's a lie, right? You know that's a lie. You have to first love God before you can love others. Because once you come to love God, you know what it is to love others. It takes a strong spirit, a strong being to love God. Hear me out. Everybody who say they love God don't love God. See, to love God is to be obedient unto God. That's obedient unto self because you are God. Now, let's be real. Are you obedient unto self? Because I know as I was growing and I'm still growing, I'm not always obedient unto self. I'm obedient unto that physical man, which was taught by the world. So I'm obedient unto the things that, and I can't be both. I can't be God today and the devil tomorrow. I got to either be good or evil. There's no in between. You're either right or wrong. You are the God or the devil. You kill me with this. I'm waiting on God. You're waiting on you. Because God is you. If you want to be God, you have to desire it. You have to want it. Now, you know there's only one way to become God, right? And that's to do the things that God did. I don't care what the world tells you. I'm telling you. I am speaking to you. And I know many of you ain't going to pay no attention to me. Many of you don't want to hear. You know, I was in a room earlier today where the sister asked me a question, and I told her, I asked her a question with a question. I said, who do you say I am? I tell you, I am. You said, well, you got your name, I am. You trying to say you God? I say, who do you say I am? Forget about what I say. Who do you say I am? And before you say who I am, have you taken time to get to know me? Have you taken time to get to understand me? Have you taken the time to get to know the inner me, the true me, not the one that you perceive, not the one that is shown to the world, but the true me? Because back in the day, if you going off the man that you used to know, that man ain't here no more. And if you're going off the man that you see on a daily basis, you going off that outer man. So you ain't really seeing the true man. You got to spend time to get to know the true man. Just like you got to spend time with God to get to know God. Just like a son have to spend time with his father to get to know him, his father. How are you going to become like his father if he don't spend time with his father? And do things with his father. You know, it said, Christ said, I think it's in the book of Proverbs, that he was right beside his father like an architect. As his father laid the blueprint and the creation of this world. He said he was right there helping his father, learning from his father, becoming one with his father by becoming like his father. He didn't only do the things he seen his father do, but he meditated on the things his father did. And he always spoke with the father so that the father could expound. That way, when he spoke, he only spoke the things that the father gave him. He didn't speak his own logic because he learned that his logic was his father's logic. God is supposed to be your father. God is supposed to be your father. God, your father, follows the mother, who is the head of the house. She's the one that makes the home into a home. The mother. She's the one that lays the law down for the children. But not only for the children, the law is laid for you as well. But you don't want to listen now. You don't want to follow her law. You want to lay the law down. You want to be the Lord. You don't want to be the Lord of the children. You don't want to be the Lord of the gifts that she's going to give you. You want to be Lord over her, who is like you. Your book said that she was in the beginning, that she was first. Because the book said that in the beginning of all things, in the beginning, period, it was the Word. It was the Word. And not only that, that Word in the beginning was with God. That Word was. That Word was. That Word was that woman. That Word was that wife. That Word was that Holy Spirit, that holy character that resided with him. The same holy character that he gives to you and all his children. That Word. Oh, you didn't know the Word was a person. You didn't know the Word was an entity. You didn't know the Word was a being. The Word was in the beginning with God. And that Word, that woman that was in the beginning, that Word, that woman that was with God, the Father, that Word, that woman was not only just in the beginning, not only just with God the Father, but that Word, that woman in the beginning was God. Was God. Oh, I know. Preacher ain't never gave it to you right there, ever. But it tell you to see God. And when you find God, God will bless you with the mother of your creation. Now, I like that story because it's a story to try to teach us how we supposed to be with one another. That's all it is. It's just a story to teach us how we supposed to be. It showed that this woman, this holy woman, this Holy Spirit, this holy character, this unique woman, this holy character, this holy image, this energy, this righteous energy. Because the scripture says that she's a virtuous woman. You know, the woman of life. Scripture says that if you just love her, if you just exalt her, that she'll protect you, that she'll guide you, that she would give you riches. But you have to exalt her. You have to honor her. Not misuse her. Not abuse her. Not deceive her. Not kill her. When you do wrong to that woman, you're murdering her. You're murdering her spirit, which is just seeking love. You're creating in her a demonic spirit. You're sacrificing her to the fire. You're giving her over to the world. You're giving her over to the evil one, because now she don't know if love exists. She don't know if goodness exists, because all she ever gets when she try to give love is that which is opposite. I'm talking about the virtuous woman. I'm talking about the good woman. I'm not talking about that worldly woman, because there's a worldly woman too that the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, the mother, tells you to stay away from. See, the Father tells you to come and listen to the Word, and the Scripture tells you that the Word is the Spirit of God, and the Spirit of God, it tells you that it's the mother. Man, y'all just not getting it, because God is us. That's why it tells you that a good woman, a righteous woman, a woman of moral character, she builds houses, where a woman of the world destroys houses. And when it said destroy houses and build houses, it was not talking about buildings. It was really talking about us, the children, the people, us. That evil woman, that woman of the world, she destroyed the children and also the people. She don't just destroy her own children. She destroyed our people, period. Because she is an example to the children of that which the adversary promotes. So the children don't know what's right because they're not eating from the table of righteousness. They're eating from the table of what? Pigs and, swine and all type of different, y'all say meats. Yeah. It's metaphorical. It's metaphorical. When he told you don't eat the pork and the swine, he wasn't talking about the meat. It's not what goes in the body that makes the body unclean or clean. No. He tried to tell you that over and over. So it had nothing to do with the meat. It was a parable. It was something that you could relate to. Just like you wouldn't eat spoiled meat. Don't eat the things of this world. That's spoiled meat. Don't eat the ways of this world. That's spoiled meat. Don't eat the bread of this life. That's spoiled meat. Eat the bread of life. There's only one God. One righteous God. And if you are the righteous God, you are me. Therefore, we're one with one another. So it's nothing for us to argue about because we are obedient unto God. Unto the law. We, who are children of God. I'm going to say all of us. See, if you're a child of God, you don't do wrong. Wait. Let me back that up. I don't think y'all heard me. I said, if you are a child of God, you don't do wrong. You can't. You know why, right? Because God's seed, which is the word of God, it lives in you. It remains in you. It remains in you. God's word remains in you. And since God's word remains in you, since you feed off of it, and since you always searching it and looking to it for the way, that word shows you the way, and you can't sin because the seed, the word, the righteousness, it won't allow you to do wrong. See, when you become right, you no longer do wrong. You don't look to wrong. You don't look to do wrong. You don't listen to wrong. You don't seek wrong in no form or no fact. You don't have a desire for it. So the mere thoughts of wrong don't even come to you who is righteous. It only comes to him who has evil within him. Now, if you're found with that iniquity within you, then I would say, get it out. Destroy it. Put it to death. Unalive it. Let it go. Or it'll destroy you. I need gas up here. I need people to talk to because if I ain't got nobody. Peace and love. Peace. I'm not doing battles. Old enough to be your father. There you go. I don't do battles. You know, I don't do battles. I don't know where they get that from. I hate when that pop up. I don't do battles. I mean, why some of my friends, they ain't watching right now, but they do like to get in. Some are watching. If you're in the room and you want to come up, you want to talk about God, you want to talk about us, you want to speak about life, hey, this is the place to do it. This is the place. But I'm telling you now, everything you come with, if it's of this world, I'm going to challenge it. I'm going to challenge it. I'm going to challenge it because I am not a man of this world. I'm in the world. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But I am not a man of this world. Trust me, I'm not. So, yeah, I think that's enough invites, you know, just to get the people come. And I didn't share it, so I should have been sharing it. I usually share it on Facebook and Instagram and let them know I'm on. So let me get this share out to my people, to my friends, to my associates, to my comrades, to all those that follow me and listen to what some will call foolishness. You know, no, it's not. It's not foolishness at all. It's truth. In a nutshell, it's just not given to you the way that you would like it. It's not given to you the way that the preacher give it to you. You know, I'm not a worldly preacher, so you're never going to get the gospel like you will from the world. I don't even bring the same gospel to you. I bring the gospel of good news. They bring the gospel of death and destruction. There's nothing good about they news that they give you, because it doesn't change you. Hey, come on up, unmute your mic, introduce yourself, and tell us, what do you feel?
What's good? What's good? I was actually just listening in, man. I got the invite, so I was listening in to get a feel of what, what's going on before I contribute.
Well, you can contribute. We're talking about God.
Okay.
We're talking about God and what God truly is.
Interesting.
You know, compared to what people say. You know, if you say that you are a follower of God, then we would ask you, what do you mean? If you say that you are God, we will still ask you, what do you mean? Because just because you say you're God, that doesn't tell me anything.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
know? So I tell. Go ahead.
My opinion, man, I think one of the biggest things, and this is just, of course, this is one of the beautiful things about spiritualism. I always started off like this. To me, there's no emphatical. No one can tell you emphatically what is right or wrong about spiritualism. But I honestly believe there is more than one God. Just what we put our attention, our focus, our desires towards, and what we allow to inspire and motivate us, what we're working for. So, with that being said, I think that right or wrong is then, it therefore gets transferred in the eye of the beholder. Like the people who visit oppression upon us, who visit wickedness upon us and exploitation and all the other diseases that plague humanity, you can't tell them. In fact, they led these crusades in the name of their God, by the power and in the permission of their God. And we would be foolish to think that that is not a God. We see the effects of their God daily. And God has been very victorious. And I think it's because we refuse to acknowledge that we don't serve the same God.
And I like that. I really like that. I like the fact that you said that we're all gods. There's many gods. And there are. Because we are all gods. As I tell people all the time, I'm never going to say that you're not a God, because to sit and say that, I would be lying. The point is what God are you? Which God is in you? There's only two gods. There's a God of goodness and a God of that which is not good. There's a God of that which is right, and there's one of that which is wrong. You know, like there's no in between. Pardon me?
Right. Isn't that relative to who's serving that God? Like, these devils. And I'm sure a lot of people know whom I'm referring to. Do they consider themselves devils? Like, it's wrong to us because we are at the receiving end of their crimes. But to them, to certain people, they're prosperous. They seem to enjoy a lifestyle that is beneficial to them. Do they not think their God is beneficial? Is their life evil to them? Do they really believe what they're doing is evil, or do they believe in a necessity for their survival? Like, I think that's the other thing. I think sometimes we give humanity to beings that are only human, or they're a kind of man. They don't, it's like you said, it's about the God thing. God is to a person what a person believes God is, right? So if your God is bloodthirsty, if your God accepts all of these treatments in the name of, what do they call that? Divine destiny or something? Like, I guess basically what I'm saying do they really believe what they're doing is evil, or do they believe it's a necessity to maintain their God-given right to a lifestyle?
That's a real good question. First of all, they know. It's the only one who is doing evil that don't know is the children. But they know. Everyone 12 and up know when they do evil. So I'm not going to say they don't know. Their conscience lets them know when they're doing wrong. It's just that some of them enjoy it. Some of them come from evil. They were born of evil, taught evil, love evil. They love the life they live. They like the things that they do. See, but we who are not of them have to understand that we're not to be seeking their things. They only live because we feed them. When we stop feeding them, they will pass away. But we're afraid to. They got us they got us right where they want us. They do just what the devil been doing. Keep us in fear. Because if they keep us in fear, they can keep control over us. Not fear of fighting. Not fear of getting out the gun and going at them. They know that we know it's a inner fear. A fear that what would we do without them? And the minute that you depend on them like that, they become your God. They got us to the point that we feel like without them, there's nothing we could do, that we could not be successful. We do not trust in self, in one another. When I say self, I'm speaking about us as a people, as a whole. And that's like even when I talk about God, I separate myself from us as a people, as a whole, and put myself with my people. Because my people are like-minded like me. They know that even though they're here, they're not of this world. They're not here to glorify themselves. They're not here seeking the glory like man is. They're trying to bring those back who really want to get away from this. See, I had to learn that the world don't give me nothing. Everything the world offers me is death and destruction. Everything that I look at that the world has offered or do offer
is death and destruction.
Death and
but you said something that was deep, I am. And I think it's something we should touch on, man. I'd love for you to expound a little more, because it shouldn't be brushed over. That thing of dependency. You know what I'm saying? That thing of dependency, really. And we depend so much. And I'm not just going to say on other people, on materialism. that we think our existence and found, and we validate ourselves by material possession. Like you said, the world, brother. We not just in the world, we of the world. When you start beginning to validate yourself by name, brand, what you possess, what you own, bank account, that is of the world. That's how you measure it, by worldly substance. And the true revolutionary, the truth, Jesus was Muhammad was a Buddha was a revolutionary. All of these people were revolutionaries. They were there to transform society by transforming the moral and ethic perspective of that society. It isn't wealth that's wrong. It's like, I tell people that Bible has some Jews. They say it is the love of the wealth. What will you? My boy said it best. For the love of money, people will rob their own brother.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That is right. See, and that's the truth, bro. That is the truth. See, we don't want to accept the truth. Everything that we're afraid that we might lose is the things that we don't need. Everything that we have a fear of losing is all the things that we don't need. We fear of losing the things that are really destroying us and killing us. So we fear losing death. We enjoy death. We look forward to death.
For life. We've mistaken it for life. People think they living when we killing ourselves.
Yes. But we was all born to live and to die. Yeah, but it's also an old saying that we was born to live, to die, and to live again.
Exactly.
So what did he mean when he said that? You was born to live according to this world and see the evil in it, but you was also supposed to die to this world so that you can live again in that which is good, that which is holy, that which is righteous, with a people who are like you. I tell you, God's people are one because we all follow the same rule, the rule of love. Love don't do wrong. Not true love, the love of the world do. But that's not love. But true love don't do wrong. True love is like the one who truly loved their child. You're not going to do no wrong to that child no matter what. You'll cut your hand off before you do wrong to that child, if you love that child. Because that child is supposed to be, that child is a gift from the mother to you. You was given a gift, not just given a gift from the mother, but you was given that gift so that you could mold and shape that gift and form it into the image and the likeness of you. So I tell people, if that's true, you have to ask yourself what type of image you are. What type of likeness are you portraying? Because whatever you portray, that's what your child gonna portray. The images of you. So if and I guess what I'm trying to say is we're all gods, but just because we're all God don't mean we're all perfect. We're striving for perfection. We all of us haven't come to the full knowledge of what love really is. We're striving for that. But in the process of striving for that, we can't get to what we need to get to because we won't let the things within us go. We won't let the evil go, that evil nature that is within us. Because when you let that evil nature go, those who doing evil, they're going to separate from around. You're going to separate from them automatically. And they're going to separate from you. They don't want to be seen for the bad things they do. And you doing right, they can't be around you because they wrong will be shown for what it is.
Absolutely.
It makes so much sense. But then we don't want to get with those that want to be right. Because we think right has to do with that the world predicts and shows.
Exactly. Well, something you said, it's when you have to die to be born again. The death to the world is painful. And a lot of us begin that process. We come, death to the world means being ridiculed, being ostracized, being shunned, being laughed at, being discriminated against from the more popular, shut out of economic opportunities. Now, I don't give that Negro the contract. You know, he into God. He ain't gonna hang out go to the bar and hang out with us after the thing. So dying to the world really does contain a death pain. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be willing to go. You have to be willing to be the weirdo. You have to be willing to be ostracized. You have to be willing to stand up where God is. The God in me is my best friend. I'm my best friend.
Right. You have to be willing to be different.
Yes. And that's when a lot of us don't want to go. You know, we choose our path through stimuli. We don't like the pain and we love the reward. So that's what's equated to me, meaning selling your soul.
Yes.
You know what's right.
Yes.
You know what you should be doing.
Yes.
But for the easy way, immediate gratification for the reward, you will sell your integrity, your morals, your character, your friendship, your trust, your word, everything. You've sold your soul. Everything makes you an entity.
For a piece of meat.
Come on, man.
Well, for something that ain't gonna even last.
Wow. Wow, it will probably fade before you do.
And not only did you sell your soul, if you got children, you sold their soul too. You sacrificed them over to the evil.
Ooh, easy. You talking to him now. Easy I am. You talking to him.
Man, look. If you out there shaking your rump and teaching your daughter how to shake the rump and talking about, come watch my daughter, she can do that too, boy. She got it down pat. What you doing? You teaching her to be you, right? And all you doing is selling off your daughter. You're putting her on the showcase. You're teaching her how to market herself. Not for that which is good. Because a true woman don't market herself. A true woman likes to stay undercover.
I give you one better. A true woman, not better, I'm going to say, let me build with that, should I say.
Okay.
A true woman will appeal to a true man. He's only going to be undercover to brothers that can't grasp that vision. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't know you was this good a sister. Oh, you really was. You know, a true woman, she's always been a true woman. She ain't been undercover. We don't get it till we lose her. Damn, that was a good sister.
And that worked both ways.
Exactly.
And it was, but here's the thing. If we were teaching right and living right, a lot of these problems wouldn't happen. Because I put it like this. If you're not good, you're not going to find a woman that's good. You're going to find what you are. So you have to become that you want. And then that you want will see it and be drawn to it.
Okay. That's good teaching there. Law of attraction. It's good teaching.
That's what I've been taught.
I agree.
Now, also I learned that, let me give you an example. Say before you came to the knowledge of truth, you were married. That woman is like you that you was married to. That's why y'all got with one another. Y'all had things in common. But now that you have come to the truth, you feel like she's no longer good for you. You want to leave her. But you're not supposed to.
What are the circumstances? Are you trying to elevate her with you? You know, like I encourage couples to grow together. You know, too many times brothers want to go and get the knowledge and they want to come back, and I assume to be the supreme one with all the knowledge. They don't take their partner along with them to grow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but grow together. Encourage her to
to do with you, to do the things of God with you. Encourage her to live that life with you like you encouraged her to live that worldly life with you. When you was out there partying, running the street, doing all the horse things, the wild and crazy things, and she became your woman, oh, you wanted to show her off, or you wanted to take her everywhere. Now that you become a man of God, you don't want to show off and take her nowhere. Why is that? Or vice versa. Because a woman will say that she found God and ready to leave a man. And I'll be like, what part of God did you find? That tell you it's right for you to leave. You started with him, finished with him.
Very careful. And that's when community, your tribe, you really have to ask for the spirit of discernment.
Well, the spirit, I think, Corinthians, Paul was talking, it's in I think around the 7th chapter where Paul was talking about marriage. And one of the things that he said in there, he says, and I don't know if it's in that one, but I have to go back and check. But he says, you who have God are not to leave your wife, because how do you know that she won't find God through you? That's another place that said you supposed to be the man, so you supposed to water her with the word, not leave her.
I could agree with that. I think it goes, though, for me anyway, it started like so I'm not a Christian, right?
Right.
So I think it goes, that's where it would start. In my opinion, of course, I think both parties would have to agree on what contract they're going to sign as defined God. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she's not agreeing that she's accepting jewels from this book, or she agrees with that lifestyle, then, I don't know. I think the judgment has to be a little different then.
It is. The scripture says, and I think that might be intimidating. Like I said, I have to find it, because I'm not a one who do the Bible thumping. I'm one who lives it.
Okay, right on, man. I heard that.
So it's a whole bunch. I don't. When people talk to me and they say, "Well, what book?" I say, "I could tell you it's in the Bible. I can't exactly tell you where."
Exactly.
I'm not trying to study the books and the verses and stuff like they did, because they didn't have all that back then when they wrote that stuff. I'm trying to get the understanding of what's being taught, what this parable is trying to teach. But it says that if the unbelieving one, that's it. If the unbelieving party wants to leave, then you are free, because God called you to be free. You're free to let them go because they want to leave. But if the unbelieving party wants to stay with you, then you
I get it. You shouldn't turn her out. Don't get saved and then all of a sudden she ain't good enough for you.
Right. And if she's of you, she's not gonna go. The only time they leave us, even those who call themselves God's children, the only time they leave other God's children is only if they're not of them. That's the only way. Goodness, love don't leave love. Love unites and builds more love. You know what I'm saying? So when you meet a true man or woman of God, that means you meet a person who truly lives by the law of love. The character within them is love. And I like to get a lot of people with this one. Just because they're of love don't mean they won't correct you, don't mean they won't rebuke you, don't mean they won't, you know what I'm saying? Because love is firm too. Love ain't always speaking nice to you. Sometimes love has to speak crazy to you to get you, just to correct you.
Say I have to speak crazy. I heard that.
Well, I said crazy because.
I know what you're talking about. I have to speak for him. We got to speak in a way gonna get your attention.
Right,
Exactly.
like we do our children sometimes.
Yeah.
It ain't that we don't love them, but we want to make sure that they know that we're serious about what we're saying. So we got to speak firm to them.
Right.
You know, and sometimes we'll take that. Well, he ain't know God the way he talking. Why? How's he living? What is his practices? I don't mean how many times he get on his knees and say, I pray. Because that ain't true prayer. Prayer is a request.
Okay.
And the book tells you, pray ye one for another. So if it's telling you to pray one for another, who is it telling you to pray to? To God. Who is God? We are God. So that's saying, pray one to another. Make a request one to another. Request that your brother do that which is good instead of that which is bad.
Come on. I heard that.
Yeah, that's true prayer. All that other stuff they talk about. One person said, I'll pray for you. I said, no, that's okay, honey.
You say, don't pray for me, don't request for me.
No.
Don't need for me for any of that, right?
First of all, I don't even know who you're praying to.
Right. That part.
And you'll probably be praying for something I don't want because you're going to pray for something of the world. I'm just...
Be careful who you let pray for you now. For a long time.
And people say, but don't you pray to God? I say, no, I meditate.
Oh.
I meditate. I spend time with God. But you don't pray to God? No. Why would I pray to him when I can go to him and sit down and speak with him and meditate with him? Meditation means to put your mind on something and let your mind go over everything else. If I got my mind on him, I'm speaking with him. I'm listening to him. And then I'm going to do what he tells me. I'm going to go out and test what he said to see if what he said is true. That's how I tell people y'all miss God, because y'all won't test God. But you ain't got no right testing God. That ain't what God says. God said, test me. God said, test the spirit and see if it is of God.
Okay.
Because all that come to you ain't of God. So he said, test the spirit and see if it is of God. Try it. Ain't nothing wrong with testing it. They test you when you go get a job, don't they?
I told you.
To see if you... We don't test our friends, we just take them as friends. I'm going to test you. Before I even let you in my house, I'm going to test you.
Listen, brother, I definitely need to
I see. I hear you. Hey, peace and love, bro. Thank you very much. Have a great day. I thank you every time. You know you're always welcome all the time. Matter of fact, anyone else want to come up? I hope y'all enjoyed this live. I ain't been seeing y'all tap on them hearts and nothing. There's a few of y'all that have, and I want to thank each and every one of y'all that have. But for the time we've been on, we should have been up by now. I guess it's the time of the season. I come on at the wrong time. I'm usually an early bird or a late bird. I come on during the middle part of the day. But I'm going to get out of here just like the brother said, because I need to check on some things. I got family on the road and stuff like that. I need to make sure that they're okay. So peace and one love to all y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. Make sure you go down there, you hit that subscription button, subscribe, because we're only going to let you know when we come on. We're not going to send you a bunch of junk. We ain't going to try to sell you nothing, because we ain't here to sell you nothing. Everything we got is free. It's free. Because if we can give it to you and you receive it with gladness, you ain't going to do nothing but make us into one being. Hey, peace and love. We thank you for joining us. Have a great day.